Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet?
I love people as I meet them one by one. People are just wonderful as individuals. You see the whole...
My great aspiration, my greatest ambition is to be so good. Now, in that way, I'm tiresome, as I suppose, to live with, because I want to be a fantastic human being.
I am the greatest. We're not disputing that, Cassius, but how does Sonny Liston feel about it? He can't feel but one way, and let's take everything I say and like it. Because February the 25th, I'm going to take back my job. I'm the champ. He's no champ. He's a tramp.
When you see men fall, don't laugh. Learn. Learn. Because you're on your way up. And the things that tempt people to fall, you and I are not free from that temptation.
Yo, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Happy Sunday. Peace and blessings. Glory, praise, and honor to the Most High. Appreciate you for tapping in with me this evening. Time is winding down. Monday's right around the corner. I can't believe how fast this weekend went. It was cool. Not a lot going on. Wasn't filled with unnecessary drama or nothing like that, but it still kind of just went by so quick. I don't know how I feel about that. I hope you got to do whatever it is that you wanted to do. Sleep, clean, nothing. I hope that you just got a chance to relax, because yeah, as soon as you get back into that work week, you know, we get on back into traffic. We got things that we didn't do, we put off last week that we're gonna have to catch up on the fall. You already know how it go. I hope all of you drive safe. I hope you go into the fresh week with a different mindset that is not blurred. You don't have a lot of stress or nothing like that on you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my writers, my poets, my content creators. You know I'm going to get my flowers out. Rob, Sydney, everybody who's a part of the panels, past and present, salutes to you. Let me bring this up on the screen real quick so I don't forget. A couple things that I want to address here before we call it a night or go on with the rest of our day. You know what I'm saying? Nikki Minaj and Jay-Z. You know, that's a clip I'm going to play. She doesn't say any names specifically, but she kind of insinuates that Jay-Z got something to do with her lack of visibility on social media, specifically Instagram. I got mixed feelings about it. There's people saying one thing. I'm going to share my honest thoughts on that. The situation with Jay-Z and, you know, him potentially having a boy out here that he has to go to court for. So this is what I'm going to do. Make sure that you pull up, subscribe, share, repost, let the people know that we are online, man. Rest in peace to Young Noble. Rest in peace to all of the rappers, the singers, man. Especially from my era, man. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring this clip up on the screen. I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna let it run. It's not very long, and we'll proceed moving forward. Cause I got a lot to say. Let's do this. Let me make sure I get this straight real quick. All right. Now, I haven't listened to a lot of Nicki Minaj over the last 5 years. Not really sure what direction her career is going in. But I know that she hit her ceiling. I think a lot of artists, they all eventually reach a certain limitation with their career. And I personally would call it a day after I made X amount of money. I wouldn't still be doing this at 50 years old. But with her and Cardi B, a lot of y'all, it looks like y'all want to ride this out until you can't ride this out anymore. You want to retire at 60 years old still trying to rap? Is that what this is? I'm not sure, but I'll give you a little more detail in a second. Let me bring this on his screen. This is what she had to say. I guess she feels some type of way. It bothers her that people aren't really pulling up for her anymore like they used to, I guess. And she's blaming it on shadow banning and all this other shit. It's possible. I got you covered though, Miss Nikki. Hold on.
The amount of people on Instagram is remarkably low. I wonder who's behind that. I wonder who's afraid. What a surprise. What a surprise. The amount of people on Instagram is remarkably low. I wonder who's behind.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Miss Nicki Minaj. It comes a time in everybody's career where the redundancy gets old. Everybody goes through it. And you're not the first. You won't be the last. There's music that's timeless. No pun intended. certain songs that's going to be in our tape deck, our CD player, our Pandora is never coming off that playlist. There's musicians that will forever be on Mount Rushmore. There are personalities that will forever have that special place in someone's heart for a number of reasons. But there's a season for everything. Now, there's two sides to this. We can go with the conspiracy theory. You said a lot of unflattering things about Mr. Jay-Z. You've said a lot of unflattering things about ROC Nation. I know y'all don't see eye to eye. So, in your defense, you could make an argument. We know that people in positions of power, they have the ability to manipulate numbers. You can sabotage a person's career just like that. All of you have the power to do it, including yourself. So if you're going to tell me right now that Jay-Z and Beyonce and them is the reason why nobody is watching you on Instagram Live, first of all, aren't you a millionaire? Aren't you set for life? Do you ever have to work again for real? Like, if we're being honest, if you didn't pick up another microphone, couldn't you just shut it down, go retire on an offshore account and live the rest of your life on the beach, not worrying about a single thing? You can vanish from everybody's life here. We don't even have to take advantage of you, troll, or nothing like that. It wouldn't even be a thing for you. Because as far as you're concerned, shit, you done did what you had to do. You made your money. But you worried about some Instagram numbers? Let me tell you something. Instagram, most of these live streams, they thrive off of entertainment. They thrive off of the unexpected. They come for a specific set of content. Eventually you get played out because you ain't doing nothing new for them. Some people are happy and content with who you are and what you bring. Keep doing that. Other people, they want a variety. They want to see you jump through hoops and do all this extra shit. They need drama. They need a consistent fix. If you ain't providing that for them, then they move on to the next thing until they find something that they can be settled on. Your music, either it's dated, you're rapping about the same thing. One of the reasons why I don't even listen to a lot of rap anymore, because y'all rap about the same shit every single time. Every album, it's drugs, money, twerking, nothing new. Nothing new at all. And it's fun for a while. It's cool until it ain't. Because I'm like, damn, Will, do you have anything else? It's no different than battle rap. When battle rappers are fresh on the scene, they new, and they do a good job against a battler that people are familiar with, or that person and the other person go viral for their performance, nobody knew about them, what happens? Everybody wants to see them. Why? Because there's a demand for it. You get tired of seeing Eminem every day. You get tired of seeing Murder Mook or Geechee Gotti or New Jersey Twerk all the time. You want to see fresh faces. You get tired of hearing the same flow patterns over and over and over again. When you finally got hot, the people spoke for you. Anyone who was attracted to you, anyone who thought your music was up here, that you couldn't be touched, that you were the queen at the moment, like you were given the baton to carry hip hop, female hip hop specifically, into the future. When they gave you that mantle, you took off with it and you did your thing. Absolutely. But again, eventually, it gets to a point where now we need to see more, because you've already did what was necessary to be done. And like, to be honest with you, if I was a artist and I had the breathing control and I had the pockets and I had the beats and I had the right team behind me that wasn't on those crooked, shady mess, I wasn't dealing with people in the business that was backstabbing and polyamorous and all that weird shit, I would absolutely made 3 to 4 albums and I would have been done. There's no way I'm doing 10, 15, 20 years. I'm going to make my money. I'm going to take that money that I made and then I'm going to turn it into something that's going to continue to make me money. Yeah, I don't do that. You want to stay in it. Either you want to stay in that field or you try to transition from doing that to acting. There's no going back to a 9-to-5 job. You fail at acting, every rapper and R&B singer can't be an actor. I know myself. The best years of my career, if I'm being honest with myself and the audience, because I wouldn't want to shit on the people who are buying my music, I'm gonna give you the best of my career, my rap span. That's, for me, that's gonna be 3 to 4, 5 albums tops. 5 max. Anything over 5, there's nothing else to rap about. I'm going to have to transition and start to talk about something else. Can't keep talking about guns and shooting and bouncing on penises and sucking dick and all that shit. You can do that for the first couple albums. Once you start to get into the 3rd, 4th, people are going to be like, all right, it's the same thing. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Folks, how do you feel about redundant rap, redundant R&B, redundant performances? I personally, I know my cutoff. I'll give you 4 to 5 albums. Those will be the ones that will outlast everything else I do. You're content, I'm content. You won't feel disappointed. I only got 2 good songs out of 16. You know how these people be doing, man. They just slap shit together, give you a whole 16 double disc album, but only 2-3 songs be good on it. You done spent $30-$40 on a CD or whatever, however you want to buy your shit now. I'm still on CDs and all that. You be mad as hell. 2 songs. Y'all, you been promoting and advertising this shit. Y'all be getting people hype up, and then when the shit come out, people pissed off the Lil Wayne's Carter 6 wasn't even what they thought it was going to be. I just did a review on that. Lil Wayne did not have to do a Carter 6. Y'all wanted a Carter 6. A lot of people wanted a Carter 6. And then when you got Carter 6, a lot of you weren't happy with it at all. There's a certain limitation to how far and how long your lifespan in the rap game is. I really believe a lot of y'all should have stopped a long time ago. Everybody gets their run. There's a small portion of artists that can still do this shit. This is a different playing field. You got different ears that's watching and listening. You don't have the same Run DMC crowd. You don't got the Biggie crowd no more like that. You don't have KRS-One crowd. This is mumble rap. This is a whole bunch of other shit. La 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 blah 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 blah. I blah 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 blah. Hey, that's what you got now. Take your money, go home. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm cutting it short. It was a good time. I got to meet people. I got to interact with folks. I got to see things that I never would have saw if I wasn't doing this. Maybe there's some shit that I wish I never would have saw, but I got the experience. All right, it's time for me to wrap this up. I'm going home. I'm about to enjoy my family. My body is still in decent shape, well enough to where I can still go out here and jet ski, lay on the beach, and do regular, normal human being stuff. I'm not about to burn out. I'm not going to lie to myself. I'm not going to lie to the people who's paying all their money for concerts, paying all their money for albums and CDs, and then I give piss poor performances, mediocre content. Give them what you can give them and then go ahead and bow out gracefully. Don't embarrass yourself by trying to keep up in a season that ain't for you. You know who can compete? LL Cool J. Did you know that Rakim and a few other people right now are allegedly trying to put together a group? They're about to do some shit that I ain't never seen before. You know what? This is what I want to say. Your best bet was to stop while you were hot. Soon as you started to see that there was a decline, that's when you should have said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and sit out for a minute. They need to miss me. And on top of that, I'm probably burning myself out. You know how difficult it is to put together that much music, your brain needs a break. I would have taken Cardi B 6-7 years. She hasn't done an album. Everybody wants to see her do one. You should have taken off. I would have taken off at least 6-7. Been chilling, doing other stuff, and then out of nowhere, yeah, I would have made one return, one, and then that would have been it. I give you 4 or 5 albums. I sit out for a good 7-8 years. My mind is fresh. I ain't in drama. Paparazzi ain't on my ass every day. I ain't got stalkers and crazy ass relationship drama and all. I ain't got none of that. I'm just out the way. I'll let everybody else do their stuff. Everybody else, go ahead and make your money. Eat. There's plenty for everybody. I'm going to rest my brain. And then around that 6 or 7 year mark of being absent from the industry, I'll pick up the phone. I'll start having some conversations. I'll start thinking about how I want this final album to look. See who I can connect with. I start thinking about the message. I start thinking about what type of impact I would want this album to have on it, seeing this how it's going to be my very last one. And I would do it like that. There's no fucking way in the world I'm about to sit up here for 20 years still rapping. You're not about to remember me for putting out no garbage. Jada Kiss is probably one of the few people ever that I can think of that has never put out a trash track. Jada Kiss rap is ageless. That's how I want to be remembered. You're not about to get me on oh man, they fell off. They did nope. Now I'm saying all that to say this. Nikki Minaj, you had your time. Everybody does. You're just at a place in life where you need to go ahead and focus on your family, your friends, and maybe venture off into something else. You know, the music industry is dark. That shit eat people alive. You know it. You know it better than I know it. You've seen more than most of us here. Go ahead and do something else. Why not? If your fans are really your fans, they want to see you elevate. People who really rock with you, they tell you about yourself. They tell you if you're doing good or you're doing bad. They praying for you. They reposting, they sharing, they doing flyers. They're making their own flyers. Shit, your real hardcore fans promote for you. You don't even have to promote yourself. The real hardcore ones, they understand. They want to see you venture off and do other things. They want the best for you. Shit, they know better than you know that you need to go ahead and slow down with this. You will be better off listening to your core audience than you do the people that's in your camp. That's the reality. That's the harsh reality. Your fans will tell you the truth more than anyone knew. Go ahead, pack it up, And if you feel like it, come back later on. I would disappear completely from the industry. You wouldn't even hear my name. I'm not doing no interviews. I'm not getting in front of no cameras. I'm not doing no one-on-ones. I'm not no collaborations, nothing. I'm just gonna go off the grid, live my life. I'm human too. I'm going to live my life. Let's see what else is out there for me. Let's see if there's something else for me to do out here other than rap. Don't get stuck in it so long that you get destroyed by it completely and you're no longer yourself. Look at all of these artists that are no longer who they used to be. Yeah. So you got an issue with people not really pulling up to your IG live streams. Why would they pull up to your IG live streams? What's so special about them? Really? Are you teaching me something new? Am I about to learn? Am I about to get taken back to school? Is this going to help my e-commerce? Is this going to put me in a better economical position in life? Or am I just here to watch you playing your hair and chew on bubble gum and put on makeup and have random pointless ass conversations with your people in the background while you're in the bathroom? Never understood those. I never understood them at all. You made it. You did what a lot of people will never get an opportunity to do. See the world, make that type of money, um, collaborate, have sit down one-on-one conversations with legends. You got to work with some of the greatest people there is. You got to see some of the most beautiful places in the world. Most of us will never ever get to see these places. And that's what I'm saying, bro. I I personally just never understood being so greedy that I would compromise my content to compete on a level that I can't. There's a time frame for everyone. Hip hop is not about one person. Music is not about one person. Make your money and go off into something else that you can excel in. Open doors for other people. I'm thinking long term. The truth be told, a lot of the music that we put out there is toxic anyway. You being who you are with your name, you have the opportunity to put people in positions to put out content that counteracts all of the wicked messages that is in the stuff that we know and love today. But that's not something that you consider. You seem more worried about maintaining a certain appearance or a lane of importance to the viewership when to be honest, people will turn on you just for not even doing anything. You could be the most perfect person in the world, a person will still turn on you. You could put on the most angelic performance ever, but you do something out of line one time, it's a wrap. There's people that will defend you even when you are completely wrong. You notice though. Do you know how hard it is to maintain a certain lifestyle, to keep up with something that is out of your realm? You have a certain style to you that only resonates with a specific generation. And your material is so repetitive. The only way that you would be able to get the type of eyes on you that you would is if you stayed away and they missed you and they ain't hear it for a long time. People gotta miss you to appreciate you. Straight up. You're oversaturated, man. You're oversaturated. And on top of that, you ain't the age that you was. The older we get, the more we understand how short life is and that perspective matters. And there are things that we need to start prioritizing over other affairs. Ain't no way I can make rap my entire existence when I got loved ones out here. I got a world to see. I got a mission that God needs me on. I know me. I'm gonna give you the best of me early, and then I'm gonna go ahead and chill out, and then I'm gonna go and do something else. Now I know that whoever is really there for me because of who I am, like my character, the love and heart that I pour into my material and things like, I know them people are going to be there regardless because I built a certain connection to them that can never be severed by the media. You can't break a bond between an artist and someone who is family. You're not just a follower or a number. You are someone that has intimately been rocking with me since I began my journey when it was rough and when it reached certain heights that nobody expected. We celebrated and all that together. Those are the ones that I'm referring to. I'm not talking about the temporary people. Your hardcore, your folks, they'll be right there when you start doing movies. You might not know how to act worth a damn. You might be the most horrible person ever to get on screen. You probably should never ever act again. And there's a lot of y'all that shouldn't. A whole heap of y'all. A whole heap. Sorry, it's the truth. Chris Brown, don't act. And please, never again. Who else? Who else that's a rapper or singer that should? Ludacris, I'm sorry, but you should not be rapping either. I can give you a few more. That shit gonna piss some people off, but a lot of y'all should not be acting. No, do all your dance, do all that. That's what you're good at in the videos and shit. Trying to play romantic scenes with Jessica Alba and all that. No, this is not Marvels. You're not. No, we good on that. You might want to go into something else. Do dance, teach dancing. I don't know. Go into something like competitive sports, football. Invest in a basketball team or shit. Go ahead and help Angel Reese out. Go ahead and help the WNBA out since they keep complaining that they ain't getting paid enough. They don't get the advertisement or the support, go ahead and invest in the WNBA. Get behind that. There's other things that you can do. The fact of the matter is, there's people who are just not resonating with that music anymore. It's demonic. It's spiritually wicked. It's getting people in a whole lot of stuff that they wish they would have never gotten involved in. You can act as if this music ain't demonic. You can act like it doesn't have a negative influence on people, but it absolutely does. Now, let's go ahead and address this whole Jay-Z situation, right? Y'all know how long he's been around, right? You know how long Jay-Z has been in the music game. You know how it is for anyone with money, anyone with clout. You know there's a different lifestyle for these people. You know they do things and see things and get to experiment on certain. They can walk through doors that we can't. Just put it that way. You think Jay-Z was loyal and faithful to Beyonce the entire time that they have been together? What didn't Solange just slap him up a few years ago? Do you honestly think Jay-Z and Beyonce are loyal to each other? Yeah, absolutely not. This is one of the things that I hate about you put all your blood, sweat, and tears and grinding into this shit, man. You get on these stages, you record, you recite, you practice, you improve, you improv, you argue, you fight, you go through literal hell to become something that people would appreciate. Nobody gives a shit about the hard work. Nobody gives a shit about what you do to get the nice angles and the nice performances. Nobody cares about the hours that you put in trying to figure out the best way to edit and cut and post and upload and promote. Don't nobody care about none of that. They want the final and finished product. So you do all of this. You give 10, 15 years of your life honing your craft, ignoring what the negative, I said negative. You spend all your life ignoring the haters, the naysayers, people telling you you ain't shit, you ain't gonna never be shit. People ghost watching, ghost writing, trolling, hating on every single people going out of their way to subdue your content, all that. You go through all that. You finally make it on your own merit. You're there. Nobody else saw the vision but you. You finally get to a place to where people can really truly appreciate you for who you are and not what they expect you to be. You're making all this money. You're getting to see things that you ain't never saw before in your life. You're getting opportunities that you wouldn't have got before you got all of this success. Because don't nobody fuck with you until you are somebody. Once you're somebody, that's when the eyes are on you. That's when people pay attention. That's when people want to suck your dick. That's when people want to have sex with you. That's when people want to let you in the club. That's when people want to let you rent out these houses and these vehicles, and they want to put you in the front of the line over everybody else. That's when people give you respect and they say hi to you and they smile at you. Until then, you ain't nobody. You're just a pedestrian waiting at the stop line. And the thing that I always had an issue with, or I was always contentious with, is when you finally make it. Either there's nobody there anymore because you had to eliminate every single body who decided to walk away from you, or you see things for what they really are. And once you finally see people for who they really are, you start to change yourself. You start out humble. You were the most humble person when you got into this content creating shit. This rapping, this singing, this painting. All as soon as people start acting as if they always believed in you and they want to be around you all the time, you get big headed. You forget. Them same people that's kissing your ass right now, they didn't know you 2 weeks ago. Not a single soul had any words for you. They ain't even want your autograph. They ain't want to support your clothing brand. They ain't want to show up for your streams. They ain't want to show up for your own stages. They ain't want to share out your flyers, your posters. They ain't want to do nothing. You forget about it though. Why? Because you excited. I'm happy. Shit. I didn't think I was ever going to get here. I'm here now. Shit, what? Oh, I ain't got to do this. What? What? My bank card didn't decline? What? Oh, she want to throw me a little something on the side. You know what I mean? You want to give me a little piece of that? Oh, this is all I gotta do. I ain't even gotta say hi to you. I don't have to choose. Shit, y'all just line up for me, and I can look at you and be like, "Oh shit, hold up." Oh, this is what that feels like to be able to fuck whoever I want. And ooh, I feel like Chris Tucker in Rush Hour. Oh yeah, just line them all up. Cats be changing once they get that level of success. They turn into assholes and they forget where they came from and all that and above. Jay-Z, Diddy, all them folks. They got introduced to a lifestyle. They never look back. And I'll be honest with you, shit. I'm not going to look back either. Not for the same reasons that they did. I'm not going to look back because you dusty motherfuckers. I don't want you calling me. Don't text me. Don't say nothing to me, my nigga. You didn't like me then. You damn sure don't like me now. So I'm changing my number. I'm changing all that shit. You ain't gonna have no way of contacting me. I ain't even gonna be hanging around the same people. Fuck that. I have armed security, and probably that's that. Maybe one person, and that's either going to be a friend or it's going to be my wife or my church family. It ain't going to be no entourage. I ain't going to have none of that. Y'all stay outside the gate with the rest of the ruffians. the liars. Y'all smell blood. You ain't here for the right reasons. Jay-Z and them, they've experienced everything that you could experience being a wealthy man or a woman. Am I lying? Am I? Where haven't they been? What food haven't they eaten? What restaurants haven't they been to? It take them 10, 15, 20 minutes to walk around. Shit, it probably take them 30 minutes, half an hour, almost an hour to walk through their entire house. I can walk through my shit in 2 minutes. Less than that. You've experienced everything. So you're not going to convince me that you ain't been out here doing your dirt, bro. Even if Slim ain't your kid, bro, I know you still been stepping out. If this proves that he's not, it doesn't change the fact that he still ain't been stepping out. The only difference is you were sloppy. And you're going to tighten up more. I don't care personally. I think all of y'all are reckless. I don't know what type of evil y'all be on. I don't know what y'all get into. Not my place to say or judge. Y'all got the blessings that a lot of homeless people wish they had. And you're either doing something with it or you're not. That's totally up to y'all. My whole point is, come on, man. Y'all really think Beyonce, just because Beyonce has the name Beyonce, that don't mean that she ain't. There's women that are hella badder than her. Argue with yourself. There are women that are way more attractive, way more curvier than Beyonce. How I know that? Because there's over 1 billion people on this earth. She's not the archetype of perfection. Everybody is uniquely made in their own way. That's why I don't understand why y'all be having issues with men who prefer to date outside of their race. There are some badass Asians, some badass Hispanics and Latinas. Black women are exceptional as well, but don't get it twisted. Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. You can go to any part of this porcelain land and find something specific for you. Everything ain't for everybody. Jay-Z knows damn well that he ugly as fuck. I'm sorry. I had to say the shit. I had to say it. I had to say it. He is ugly as fuck. And I'm like, the nigga's lucky. The money saved him. If he was broke, she wouldn't have hollered at him. He had connections. He knows people. What are you talking about? Jay-Z without that money is not marrying Beyonce. And on top of that, we forget this man started fucking with her when she was what, 15 or some shit like that. She was like 15 or 16 years old. Oh, don't nobody want to talk about that shit though, right?
Fuck you. Oh, fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you.
Your man a whole creep out here though. If he willing to deal with somebody that's underage, you know damn well he out here doing other shit. Cause he ain't got no boundaries. There's no limitations. Really process that. You willing to deal with somebody that's 15, 16 years old, your ass like 18 or 20. I think he was like 20. The nigga was old. The nigga was old as shit. And she's young. You willing to risk your livelihood for a fucking teenager, my nigga? You absolutely ain't got no boundaries, sir. You will go out here and partake of whatever is being offered to you if the opportunity is presented. Yeah. So I don't know. That could be his kid. It might not be. He just had a situation with a girl who said that he inappropriately did shit to her. That didn't go nowhere. It must be a headache. It's got to be. Shit has to be frustrating. Shit has to be absolutely frustrating. Imagine you making all this money, you made it, you did everything right, you put in the work, you put in the time. Now you get to go through and beyond the expectations that were put in front of you. You shattered everybody's opinions, you shattered everybody's dreams and goals. You pretty much did what you said you were going to do. Now what? Now you got to deal with all of the scumbags, all of the liars, all of the manipulators, all of the people who are disguised as best friends and politicians and people who want to help your campaign and want to help you build your career and make you more. You got to deal with all of that. No, that's why I say fuck you, fuck all of them. I'm only going to have my congregation. I'm only going to have my friend or my wife there. There ain't going to be no extra people. Not happening. No habla English. Why? Because I know how humans are. I know how fickle you are. You look at me, you don't see my heart. You don't see who I am as a person. You're looking at an opportunity. You're looking at how you can capitalize. You're looking for weaknesses. You're looking to get inside, infiltrate, create your own brand, branch off, and then eliminate me from your progress. A bunch of users, a bunch of people who want to pretend and show face like it's something that it really isn't. And I see through all of it. People like me, this could never happen to. Not like this. You'll get tested. You'll get tried. You'll go through. You'll have folks that try to ruin you, try to destroy you. You'll absolutely be put in those positions. But I tell you what, when you're moving righteously, you're prayed up and you got that word and you got solid people around you. You ain't got 20 people around you with different things, different opinions. Oh, you should go and fuck with her. Oh, you should definitely go smoke that crack. You should go ahead and put that ink on you. Go ahead and pop them pills. Go ahead. When you ain't got them dumbass niggas around you, you stay clean. Your path is clear. People lying to you and gassing you up. Oh, you sounded good when you really sounded like trash. Oh, she like you, knowing damn well that's not really what it is, my G. Yeah, I just did a reaction video. It's gonna be uploaded this week, and the girl's telling a story, right? Within the story, she's drunk, right? She's laying on her bed drunk, and she got her eyes closed. But you know when you're drunk, but you're still awoke or awake, I should say, you can still hear everybody around you moving, talking. So she twisted, laying on the bed, and she hears her best friend. I don't know if this is a true story or not. She hears her best friend talking to three gentlemen. Her best friend invited three men over. They're all her friend. They're drunk. I guess her best friend had other intentions with these guys, and one of the dudes was like, "Man, oh, your friend look good." Mind you, she's still drunk with her eyes closed, pretending to be asleep. So the best friend is like, "Well, look, if you want to do something with her, you better do it while she's passed out. Because if she wakes up, she's not going to be down for this." So the best friend was on some hoe shit, and she knew that her friend wasn't going to be down with the nasty shit that they were about to get into. So she tried to set her friend up to get raped, essentially. I know YouTube, y'all don't like that word. I only said it once. She set her friend up to get SA'd while she was passed out, but because she was pretending to be asleep, she heard the shit and pretended that she had to throw up. So she jumped out the bed, ran to the bathroom, called her dude, and then that was the end of the clip. My point is females and dudes like her best friend that be around people all the time. This is supposed to be her best friend, not your friend. This is your best friend. And you telling me that you tried to line her up? Ladies, I know how y'all feel about men in situations like this. How do you feel about women who move like that? I say all that to say, when you reach a certain level of success, this is exactly what you got to be looking out for as well. I don't trust nobody, not a single soul. If you ain't been here, I don't know you. You ain't got nothing for me. We ain't got nothing to talk about. You stand right at arm's length. A lot of y'all celebrities, your idols, all of them fell for the same trap. They allowed the wrong people around them. That world ain't just money and fancy cars. That shit come with a whole lot. How do you focus on your music and being an actor and being a decent humanitarian when you still got to look over your shoulders because the people around you on some other shit, smiling in your face, acting like they love you and care about you, and they always would. No, the fuck you wasn't. You just think I'm dumb because you're used to latching on to somebody, but you ain't really believe in me. You ain't trusting me. You wasn't there for me like that, and it showed. And now we here. I ain't holding on to nobody who don't want to be held on to. I ain't keeping you around when you didn't have a reason to stay here. Jay-Z experienced everything that you could possibly experience as a wealthy man. Do I find him innocent or guilty? No, I don't find him either. Do I think he stepped out on Beyonce more than once? Yes, I do. Do I think Jay-Z is involved in things that is probably never going to get aired? Yes, I do. Diddy did things that's never going to get aired out either. The proof is in the fact that he just got exonerated of a few charges that he should have absolutely been proven guilty for, but they released. Tory Lanez still fighting for his freedom. How the hell is he still in jail? There's a lot. There's a lot that come with this shit. Women influencers done got killed fucking with the wrong dude. Female influencers have killed people over jealousy, and like it's too much. But everybody want that lifestyle, and then you end up on the front news trying to defend yourself against all these allegations, like Jay-Z, like Shannon Sharp, and so on and so forth. I'm cool. Nikki Minaj, you had your run. If you were smart, you didn't blow your bread. Gracefully bow out, move on to something else more fulfilling, and appreciate the years that you got left on this earth. Get out of that industry. You know that shit demonic. You know that shit ain't all what it's cracked up to be. That's just my opinion, though. And as far as like Jay and all the rest of them, we ain't even scratched the surface yet. There's way much more to come. Way more to come. If not from him, it's going to be from somebody else. You're going to hear about a whole... Oh, sorry about that. My apologies. I forgot that it was connected. Don't do it. If you're aspiring to be an artist, please start using discernment. Get in your Bible, get in your word, start praying, start getting rid of some people. You're going to have to start cleaning out your spiritual house. You cannot have everybody tagging along with you. I don't care how much They tell you they love you and they support you and they do this and they kiss your ass. No, some people got to go. I appreciate you over there on Facebook, Miss Steers, Peaches. Thank you for tapping in. I don't know if you are still present, but I do appreciate you for tapping in. We good over here though. Y'all do y'all thing. Y'all have a blessed week. Don't let the bed bugs bite, man. Drive safe. Do me a solid too. If you're not following me on YouTube, pull up to the YouTube, hit the subscribe button. It only takes 3, 2, 1. It don't take that long. So you don't miss any of these conversations. We back tomorrow. Me and Rob going to be dropping through here. Sydney's off tomorrow. So I'm going to say my thoughts and prayers with her and her family. This whole week is going to be lit. So you're not going to want to miss the conversations. Shout outs to my brother who pulled up in the stream, Charles Green. Appreciate you for tapping in. Don't know if you still here, but I appreciate you. But we are about to get up out of here, man. I want to enjoy the rest of my evening. I might record something real quick before I go, but y'all take it easy. Do me a solid. I love that one. Y'all take it easy, man. I'm out.